Good. But I can see you.
You cannot see me?
Yeah, I just hear you, but not see.
Let me see. How about now?
Yeah.
Can you see me now?
Yeah. We can hear you.
Can you hear?
Yes.
Can you see?
Yes,
Yes,
good.
you-
I can see team. How is team? How are your team? No, I can't see you. Can't hear you.
I cannot hear Tim either.
Something wrong with the team mic.
Okay, now try. Can you hear me now?
Hey, got it. Got you. Okay.
Good.
Okay. So nice to see you.
Great to see you, Wendell.
I'm now in the new campus of Canton Hospital. It's a very beautiful hospital. So welcome both of you to visit my hospital. And
Thank you.
behind me is some doctors from my department. And some friends, it's also the patient's relatives. So we are here. Thank you for coming to talk about the treatment of the patient. This is can we start now? Hello? Hear me?
Yep,
Can we start now?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, this is 56 years old male patient. He got surgery on April 21st this year, and did the radiotherapy accompanied with chemotherapy in June 6th to July 18th. Then with the standard tube. After radiotherapy, he got edema, serious edema, so got a fasting one. It's 2.6 microgram per kilogram. Right now, is they done the fourth cycle of temozolomide. Everything should be is fine. As you see the video of this condition, I show you the video, the current video of this condition. Okay.
Are we supposed to see something on the screen? Ah, coming. Okay.
I guess you know that the pathology is the GBM, MGMT negative. He can work
I think we lost Wendell.
We lost Wenbin. Where are you, Kim?
I'm in my home. How about you?
Oh.
It's my office, or my wife's in my office. painting there.
You see my horse radial painting.
Yeah, beautiful.
Okay, any more information you want to know? I will show you.
We cannot see anything, Wendy.
You can say anything?
No,
We did see him walking.
we see the patient walking, but now it's gone.
Yep.
And then we cannot see you either.
Okay.
I'll scroll down. I can see when if you scroll down on your
Okay,
scroll down. Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
不，你现在不管什么问题，叫他马上解决，要不然就没法去进展。
那个医生从诊的
你
这个上双。
哎，文斌啊，你可以 show 哪个 MRI 先吧
Okay, let me show you MRI. 你把那图放出来啊。Okay, I show you some. I take some MRI 对啊。放给他看。Okay, I'll show you some MRI. Okay. 那你再把人也把。
Al, did you have a chance to look at the scans?
I look at the scan, when they send me the PPT.
Oh, the PDF. Yeah.
I could not open the Dropbox stuff.
Yeah.
Able to open the
Okay.
Dropbox?
看看你是不是这个。
Yeah, I was able to load it, so I was able to look at them all.
好了吗？ Okay, you hear me? This is before surgery.
Yeah.
Before surgery, 你看了整个打开全图。This is before surgery. The tumor. Next one. 下一个，下走。This is the after surgery. You hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
This is 1 month after radiotherapy. Then to avastin. Then this is 1 week after avastin. 2 weeks after avastin.
Which one is 2 weeks?
This one.
This one 2 weeks after. This one is
3 weeks after. 3 weeks after avastin.
okay.
Just once avastin. 最后一个。Okay, this is a newly one. In 15.
October 15th? Or September?
This is the November. This is,
Oh, that's the most recent. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And when did he start on Timidol?
Start with what?
Timidol. TMZ. When did he start TMZ?
Oh yes, tibazolamide.
Yeah.
It's the fourth structure of tibazolamide. Still going.
Yeah, but he got 1 dose of Avastin 3
Yes.
weeks after the radiation.
Yes,
Did you start TMZ at the same time?
yes.
Okay.
Okay. So, when then was the big issue, the whether or not there was tumor in the corpus callosum, and that can only be seen on the T2 or FLAIR scan?
I can see here clearly. Do you think it's a progress or still progress?
我们看一下那个 T2项，有没有？
这样没接过来。
电池体 T2项。
What's the T2 before? What time of T2?
Well, you need to show the November scan and show the T2 of the November.
Yes, I have one. I have one of T2. 你把那个首先来讲，知道有这个 T2 有一张。
And when Ben, so Al, you got that one Word document that showed the outline of the radiation.
Yeah, there's a T2 here.
Okay, but not in the. You don't have it in the corpus callosum.
Yeah, I don't see anything in the corpus callosum.
There's lower slices that show the area, but I mean, I could just tell you I reviewed it. And my feeling was that if we go back to the first scans that were in April, there might have been a little bit on T2 in the corpus callosum, and it was the radiation field was included in there. And then in August, when you had the big flare from the radiation, there was tumor. There was not tumor, but there was edema going across the corpus callosum. And then when Avastin was given, most of that regressed. And then now, with the most recent scan, there's some change there, but it's not what I would call tumor, and it's not progressing. There's nothing that I see on the scan that looks like it's progressing. So I would feel comfortable not acting upon that area in the corpus callosum if that was one of the specific questions, because I don't think that there is evidence of tumor progression there in the corpus callosum at this time. Again, I think there was probably disease there, and the edema did go into that area during the post-radiation scan, but there's nothing on the most recent scan that looks like there's tumor progression of any sort. That's from my point of view.
Okay.
I sort of agree with Tim, because I see some tremendous improvement in the edema after the Avastin and starting the temozolomide. And the November scan, you see there's still some residual enhancement outlining the surgical cavity, but I don't think there is any evidence of tumor progression at this point.
That's good. So for the treatment right now, we just do temozolomide only. If you have any suggestion, do you need more drugs?
So the only other question I had, Ben, is whether or not you had other sequencing. I saw some of the sequencing data that you all had performed, and if I understand it correctly, there was the TERT mutation at the 250 codon, C to T, but then other than that, there wasn't anything else. And I guess I'm wondering, not that I have a specific recommendation at this point in time for him, but I guess I'm wondering what the other mutations might have been. Was there EGFR amplification? Was there EGFR V3? Was there evidence of NF1 or PI3 kinase mutations? Anything like that?
You must push idea to EGFR. Yeah, we do have sequence information. Yeah, so far, do you think we should do sequence for EGFR? We don't have EGFR.
Yeah. I think it would be nice to have kind of a, I don't know if you know how people run certain sequencing tests here. One of them is a Foundation Medicine test. It looks at 500 different genes or fusion complications or losses. And sometimes you find a rare, unusual one like a NTRK mutation or a fusion or EGFRv3, where there may be some trials that would be available, not right now, but in the future, just to consider.
Okay,
So-
I suggest the patient, the relatives to do their sequence for try to find information for target therapy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would do that. I think one thing you can run the actually Beijing Genomic as a good panel,
Okay.
or send us.
Yeah. Do you think we should use the Yuan
I mean that was the thing that I wanted to bring up. I mean, you have a trial with the Tim, what one thing referring to is the chlorogenic acid. The English name is called chlorogenic acid.
Congenic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and the Chinese name is Yu Yanshan. That's I think if he can fit into the trial, that would be a good thing to do.
I will start the phase 2 trial maybe next month.
And when,
Yes.
what is the inclusion criteria? What's the population that you're going to study? Is it recurrent glioblastoma? Is it glioblastoma after treatment with radiation and chemotherapy? What's the population you're looking at?
So this is a problem because the phase 2 clinical trial is for recurrent GBM, but he is not recurrent.
Yeah, he's not yet, and hopefully he won't
Not
be.
yet. So we're waiting.
Yeah,
It's also good for patients because they're standard.
yeah.
So if the phase 2 is for recurrent disease, he will not be eligible. He will not
Yeah.
fit in the trial.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. Understand. So we try the sequence to find to look for the target therapy.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. So just now we just keep going chemosolutamide because just the fourth circle we need at least 2 more. Is that okay?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
The patient relatives wants to ask if TTF is good for him.
You mean the TTF Novocure,
Yes, is that good for him?
So I look at it a couple different ways. I think the most, the honest answer is he could try it, and if he can tolerate it, it's fine. It's hard to know and understand the benefit to it many times, but I don't see that there's a downside other than that it's kind of hard to follow through with. If he could do that, if he could shave his head, put the electrodes on, replace it, not have ulcers or kind of a breakdown of the skin that occurs, and if that doesn't bother him, and wearing it for 20 hours a day, 7 days a week, changing the battery pack, doing all those things, if he feels comfortable with that, then I think it's worth trying if that's what he feels comfortable with. But yeah,
Is still trial or is standard therapy instead?
it's available as standard therapy for patients.
Okay. The patient, the relatives wants to know if it is necessary for the patient to go to state to say you or L for any good therapy that is different from Chinese right now.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's why I'd like to know a little bit more about the tumor to consider if there would be something else, maybe off-label therapy or something along those lines. I can't think of anything right now, but if you did get the sequence seeing and there was something that showed up that was interesting, targetable, treatable, then maybe we would have a recommendation like that.
All right, good, I understand. I'll do the sequence as soon as possible, and then I'll let you know.
Okay.
Schedule that. 还有什么问题？他是说就是他想看你那个跟酒店的这个。Okay. The relative still interested in immunotherapy instead. So anything suitable for him?
I mean, at this point, the only thing that we know about right now is we have an understanding that giving one of the PD-1 antibodies before doing surgery in a recurrent setting could be a benefit to the patient. So it's a neoadjuvant approach, and it's different than if you just gave it without doing surgery. We have a paper that is going to be published soon in Nature Medicine that describes the population of patients that shows that it was beneficial. Do you have access to a PD-1 antibodies there?
Yes, we can do PD-1, but if you do PD-1 alone, it doesn't work.
So that's where, yeah, so the only setting where it works is when you give it about a couple weeks before surgery and then do surgery and remove all of the tumor. That's only in the recurrent setting. This would not be what I would do for him right now.
Okay.
In the future, there's going to be other studies in recurrent setting where associated with surgeries, one could get viruses or other approaches like that at the time of surgery. But I don't think that's going to be available right now for him. There isn't really anything to remove in that way. So I would not recommend anything at this point, but I think we just want to, as different approaches become available, we want to make him aware of it, of course.
Okay. So my issue,
No, wait,
issue
what
is, go ahead.
Can you
what I want to do is to send you, once that paper comes out, I'll send it to you so you have an understanding of how that might work.
Okay, good, thank you.
Sure.
For this patient, it's standard, not progressive. We just keep going with temozolomide, or you did more drugs together, or just.
I would just use temozolomide. I don't know, Al.
I'm trying to.
I can hear Al.
Now.
Hey, got it.
Okay. Well, I mean, I have, in terms of talking about standard therapy, no, if the patient is not on any clinical trial for upfront, I have to go back to treat some patient with temozolomide plus Accutane as adjuvant instead of temozolomide alone.
Okay.
And that probably will be the only thing that I will do if it does not fit into the protocol for the collagenic acid at this point. Now, in terms of the immunotherapy, just like Tim said, there have been some activity with PD-1 antibody like Keytruda, but the activity is right now. I think the response rate is really not high enough, unless you can select out the patient that has high PD-1 expression, right?
So you mean PD-1 plus temozolomide?
Do we use PD-1 plus temozolomide? I mean, I only use it when there is some sign of recurrent disease.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like to use it before that progressed.
when it is stable right now, like I said, I would probably save the PD-1 antibody right now for there is evidence of recurrent disease. But I would seriously consider about chlorogenic acid or adding Accutane into the maintenance, adjuvant maintenance.
Okay. Chlorogenic acid is okay to use now or just waiting?
Well, he does not fit into the protocol. If you want to use it, you're gonna be off protocol.
Yes. So he has to pay for that because no clinical trial for him.
I mean, consider the toxicity is so low that, as far as I know, I think, if you want to do that, I have no objection. It's not going to preclude him.
Okay.
It may preclude him from any Keytruda trial in the future. Right, Tim?
Okay.
What's the mechanism of action?
The mechanism of the chlorogenic acid is releasing the immunosuppression. It may have activity on the macrophage suppressor cell.
Yeah, I showed you the phase 1 data to him last time when you were in stage.
Yes, I remember. It would be great to see it again. I haven't thought about it in a while, so.
Okay, I started phase 2. I will show you the phase 2 data next time in CM.
Good, thank you.
The one more question. For L, you are come to China recently?
I have not been back to China since April when I saw you.
Yeah, it's March. You guys will come. So before that, many of you will come to visit China. The patient wants to see you.
Right now, my plan is March.
Okay.
Same with me.
Same as the team.
Yeah.
All right.
March.
Understand. So for this patient, we just use temozolomide alone for at least 2 months. Then we do MR again to see what happens next time. Is that okay?
That's fine.
That's fine.
All right. So any more questions? 对，他这个是认可的，其他的都不认可。So the patient doesn't have to go to state for the new treatment right now. You suggest him to go to state. This is more question by the relative.
I don't think so. I don't think that we'll be able to start anything new that you could not.
Okay. I got it. So I'll do in 2 months. I'll do the next MRI scan. Then if we need, when we make up another review like this, maybe in 2 months. Is that okay for you?
Okay.
All right, good. Thank you so much. So nice to see you again.
Okay.
Nice to see you.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful. 实际这样，实际上，你们都听懂了吧？你英文挺好的。这个按样呢是美国最好的 TTF， 但是 Tim 还是接受的。你看他说他没接受，他说 TTF 他都懂了，他是反对 TTF， 他觉得 TTF 是对的。他